In this presentation, we'll be thinking about networking at conferences and ways to approach it, drawing on advice from experts. You can find the list of references on the final slide. So the basics. It sounds cliched, but it really is about quality rather than quantity. The number of people you speak with is far less important than the substance of those conversations. Being extroverted or having loads of confidence are not essential. There are many ways in which networking can take place. It's about finding what works for you. You probably have more networking experience than you realize. Think of any seminars and society events you've attended or teams you've worked in. Interactions on social media, unplanned conversations, or discussions during an online event are all examples of networking. It doesn't have to happen in a formal context. Remember the value of your research. Imposter syndrome can strike at these kinds of events, but you have something to offer just as much as everyone else does. That being said, networking is two-way. The most fruitful conversations will involve listening to others and showing interest in their work, as well as communicating your own research. Academic conferences bring together researchers from different universities, often different countries, with shared interests. They are great opportunities to introduce your research to audiences outside your institution and to establish professional relationships both within and beyond your field. So keep in mind the human element of conferences, that, as Christopher Huggins puts it, they bring people together and connect scholars. So you've identified a speaker who you'd like to talk with, but how should you begin? You may know more about the speaker than they know about you, especially if they are an established academic whose work you've read. Approach them first with a question or comment prepared based on what you know of their work. This could relate to their presentation or a paper that they've written. Ask for their advice on an issue related to your project. Maybe you've taken steps towards a particular goal and would appreciate their ideas about what to do next. It's possible that you have a mutual acquaintance. Perhaps the speaker knows your supervisor, for example. Use this connection as a way into a conversation. So when can you network? There will be several breaks integrated into the schedule, which you can use as opportunities to start up a conversation with other delegates. Short breaks for tea and coffee and a longer one for lunch. There might also be a drinks reception at the end of the day, as well as a conference dinner, which will allow you to talk with others in a less formal setting. Also, you might already know someone at the conference who you can ask to introduce you to others. Starting conversations may be more difficult at online conferences, but it certainly isn't impossible. For example, the organisers might provide breakout rooms during coffee and lunch breaks where delegates can mingle virtually and chat in a less formal setting. Two of our PGRs at Exeter, Claire McLaughlin-Davis and Catherine Adams, ran a speed networking event at a conference they organised, where attendees were moved between breakout rooms so they could meet others. You could also follow up any emails that you sent before the conference. Reach out to someone you've contacted. You've already broken the ice. So above all, enjoy the chance to meet new people, make friends, and build professional relationships.